Did you watch a lot of Thursday Night Football last night?
I wish I didn't. I mean, that was it depends. If you're a defensive masterclass guy, then yes.
What about a special teams guy?
If you're a special teams guy, then I think you should be on the opposite end. You probably shouldn't have watched Thursday Night Football.
Yeah, it was probably not a good showing if for all those special teamers out there, but that just starts a busy week of NFL. What is it, week 10?
Yeah,
Well, we
double
got a lot
digits,
to
baby.
talk about, so let's jump into it.
Welcome to the greatest podcast on earth. Nothing agreed. We have a great show for you tonight, so stay tuned and buckle up.
Yo, welcome back to another episode of Nothing Agreed. Back with the boys today. B-dub. How we doing on this week 10 and like Eve? Is that what it is the word? Not Eve. On the day before. Upcoming week 10. You know, we're already in week 10, but we're upcoming to the big slate. How we doing, man? How we doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing quite well. Nervous. I'm a bit shaky, I'm a bit nervous right now.
Why is that?
But I have a big decision coming up in my life today. So
All right.
I hear
well,
back today or not. We'll see if I get it. We'll see not. But nervous, man.
Well,
Nervous.
hoping for the best, but
That's what we hope for. We're hoping
we're
for
not
the
here to
best.
talk about our problems though, or our
We're here to
situations.
we're here to talk about solutions.
About NFL football.
Exactly.
And yeah, we had a stinker last night, 7-10. Raiders Broncos.
7-10. Yep.
Yeah, it's just I don't know what to say really. I watched the game, had some buddies over, had some beverages,
Ooh.
but I mean I had the TV on, but I wasn't really watching. It was that boring. It was just three and out,
Yeah.
three and out, three and out. So yeah.
You need to get some buddies over, and I should come up for a Sunday.
You can do that whenever you want.
That is true, but we should get some peeps over, man.
Oh, well,
So-
people are busy.
Yeah, people are busy. That is true,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
not everyone's a unemployed loser like I am, and just has all the free time in the world. So yeah,
Not about the loser part.
I just spend my time watching football, but not that one. That one was really hard to watch. Yeah, Bo Nix. A lot of talk starting to brew around him. Is he gonna keep growing, or has he kind of hit that plateau? Is this the best we're gonna get from him?
I think he'll continue to grow. Still a young quarterback in terms of the NFL game. A little bit older because he got drafted older.
Mhm.
But again, only second season, and I think he's leading a decent Broncos offense, and he's doing well. I think we'll continue to see him grow and improve. I don't think he'll ever be on the level of me calling him a Hall of Famer. But I think we'll see improvement. I think we'll see still that franchise quarterback evolve and dwell into someone better.
Yeah. It's very fair. I'd probably say the same. I think it's probably not fair enough to say after a couple bad games this season that he's not going to get any better, because like you said, he's a rookie, whether or not he's like 26 or something. But yeah, I think it's fine, but it is a little worrisome. That's a team that's currently leading their division, and a lot of these games they've won are one-score games, comebacks in the fourth quarter, and we both know, look back in history, that's just not sustainable when you have bigger aspirations in this league. So we'll keep our eye on the Broncos, but let's move over to the Raiders real quick. Geno Smith. Is there really anything else we need to say about that?
Did you hear his new slander name?
I don't think I want to. Is it appropriate for these airwaves?
No.
Okay.
That's why I asked, did you hear his new slander name? I mean, it's crazy.
All right.
That's all you need to know.
We'll learn about it. I'll learn about it later.
This guy will not be a quarterback, not only for the Raiders, but in the league next year.
Yeah,
So,
if I'm the Raiders, I'm throwing Kenny Pickett out there.
You have nothing to lose now. Yeah,
Exactly.
go throw him out there. Why not? Yeah.
I mean, maybe he takes the Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold route, or even who's the other guy? I guess you can't really say. Never mind. Yeah, those guys, and maybe something magical happens. You got Brock Bowers, Michael Mayers, Ashton Genty. Probably need to get a good receiver in this upcoming draft or a quarterback. We'll see where they are, but yeah, Raiders Nation. It's It's tough right now.
Oh, baby. Raiders Nation.
But we have our last international game this week. And yeah, I think I'll just let you take it away. To Berlin.
Berlin, baby. 2025 closer. Falcons, Colts. Holy shit, I hate my football team. But that's how we're doing it, baby. 3-5, 7-2. Colts 6.5-point favorites. I'm gonna take the Colts to win the game. Again, knowing my Falcons, I think we can. I think we cover. But I think we lose. Just knowing my team, in order for us to win, we have to establish the run game and then to stop their run game. Something that the Steelers did very well was stop Jonathan Taylor to make Daniel Jones set up in bad passing situations. And for that to happen, we need to stop Jonathan Taylor. So my biggest thing is if you have the Colts winning this football game or at least putting up a good amount of points, Jonathan Taylor you need to bet on. If not, take his under. So that's my thing. I got the Colts in this one. Last international game, I think Danny Dimes will deliver. And I think this will be the game that really solidifies the coaching changes that need to happen in Atlanta.
Yeah, I think the Colts win this one as well. Newly acquired Sauce Gardner. We'll see how much trouble that is for the Falcons now that he's on a competent defense. Yeah, that's going to be a long day for Michael Penix, I think. But it's definitely going to be a game on the ground. Bijan Robinson and Jonathan Taylor are definitely going to be getting the workhorse loads from these two teams in this game. So I think ultimately it just comes down to who stops the run better. And while the Falcons have a very good chance of doing that, I still think the edge goes to the Colts.
Yeah.
So
I think the Colts are going to get it.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
We'll see what happens.
Dude, Bijan needs to put up 200 for us to win this game, bro.
Yeah.
Well, all right, let's move on before I start crying about my football team, man. Every year.
All right. Well, it's not much better. On next, we got Browns and Jets.
Hey, toilet bowl. Personally, I think these games are probably one of the most exciting games in all of the NFL because it's like at this point, are both teams rooting for – you're rooting to lose at this point, right? I mean, you're rooting to lose. So, if you win, it's like a double-edged sword.
The Jets are going to lose. Let's move on.
I got the Browns. The Browns are underdogs.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
Give me the Browns. Wait, no, the Browns are no longer underdogs.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Whoa, the line changed.
Yeah, they have a top 5 defense in the league. They're not underdogs.
Yeah.
Against
they are winning
Jets.
that game.
Yeah, the Jets are terrible. We'll see you next year. Jaguars, Texans.
I got the Jags in this game just because CJ Stroud, I think, is not playing. And I think Davis Mills wasn't really showing out. Actually, let me check that real quick. I know he was still in concussion protocol.
They are favored by 1.5, so I would assume
Texans rule out CJ Stroud. Yeah, so we, as a Texans group collective, will probably pick away. And the bandwagon ships, including myself, are going to go on the Jags in this game. Only 1.5-point favorites. But I think the Texans defense is just – they're one of the best in the league. But I think Davis Mills on the offense is not going to lead them enough. Give me the Jags by 5 or 6.
Yeah, this will be a defensive game for sure. The Jaguars defense is definitely up there as well. Newly acquired Jacoby Myers. Maybe we'll see him get busy this game. But like
I agree.
I don't know though. Texans, like you said, have the best defense in the league. I don't think he's going to go crazy for this kind of debut. But as you said, Davis Mills will be starting. I'm going to take the Jaguars. I have more faith in Trevor Lawrence to get it done than Davis Mills. But we can move right along next to the Bills and Dolphins.
Give me the Bills by 1,000,000 here. Yeah. They always dominate these division games.
Yeah, there's nothing to discuss. There's nothing to discuss here. The Dolphins are done, dead in the water. Yeah. We're moving on. Patriots, Buccaneers.
Give me the Pats in this one. That's my first pick. I'm going risky here, but give me the Pats. Still no Bucky. Bucky Irving.
Has that been confirmed?
That has been confirmed.
Okay.
No Bucky Irving, no Chris Godwin, no Hassan Reddick for the Buccaneers. And that is going to be really tough for the Bucs to overcome. And I how the Pats are playing football. I like how they're playing football, and I think the Bucs injuries are going to come back up and haunt them.
Mm-hmm.
Especially, I like Christian Gonzalez on Emeka Egbuka. I think it's going to help shut down a little bit of that passing game and force a little more out of Baker, maybe to Cade Otton. But that itself can be a little risky. Give me the Pats in this one. I like the Pats. Travel down to some warm weather, play some good football, and they're going to continue. Just like the Broncos continue their win streak, they're going to continue their win streak and hold their 1-2 in the AFC.
I think the Buccaneers take this one. It's what's it called? They got that home field advantage. I like their surrounding offense around Baker Mayfield more than I like the Patriots around Drake May. You said Chris Godwin's out. We know Mike Evans out, but we know that's a very deep wide receiver room. And you mentioned Bucky Irving being out, but they have a guy in Rachaad White who can step in and fill that void almost simultaneously. They're not going to miss a beat in the running game, I don't think. And then when you look at the defensive side of the ball, I just think the Buccaneers are a more complete unit throughout the season than the Patriots. And then when you add all that on top of the home field advantage, I think the Buccaneers squeak this one out. I really do.
Oh, I give me the Pats. Underdog road. I like Vrabel coaching. Of course, it's gonna be. That's what I'm looking for. Two very smart coaches in this one. This will be a fun one.
That's foreshadowing, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. But we can move on to the Jets. Oh wait, no, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Sorry. There we go. Giants Bears.
I'm gonna take the. I want to say Bears.
This feels like a trap game.
This feels like a trap game. That's what I was about to say. This feels like a trap. This feels like a game the Bears are gonna lose. Like, this feels like a game the Bears are gonna lose.
Because remember, Giants have the best defensive line in football. Caleb Williams is gonna be in hell all game. And on the other side of the ball, I mean, I like the Bears. I think the Bears have been doing a pretty good job, but their defense has not been great this season. I think Jackson Dart, if his receivers can help him out this game, I think he can get it done against this Bears team, especially on the road.
I'm gonna take the Bears. Windy City at home is gonna help because that's a tough place to play for any team on the road. And also, the Giants have not won a road game this season. And the Bears are still playing good football. I mean, we talk about that loss against the Ravens. It's a tough one, but that offense really clicked against the Bengals. You know, that offense really clicked. It's an easy offense to click against, but that offense really clicked against the Bengals. I think they can continue that momentum. But if they lose, I won't be surprised because they're coming off a very emotional win. Mm-hmm. This feels like a trap game, and that D-line is great. Yeah. So, yeah.
I think it's going to be hard for Caleb Williams in this game.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Yeah, I think I'm going to take the Giants on this one.
There you go.
But we got a purple showdown up in Minnesota to talk about next. The Ravens are going to visit the Vikings.
I like the Ravens in this game. But J.J. McCarthy off a big game. Vikings going to be at home 4-4, so this is kind of a make or break game once again. But the Ravens, I think, are just maybe the bookmakers know it. They're clicking. They're getting it done. They got Lamar back, and that offense looks really, really good with that MVP in there. Give me the Ravens in this one.
I think I'm going to take the Vikings. I like Brian Flores coming off that big defensive showing last week. And I'm going to buy into a little. I think J.J. McCarthy might have it. He looked pretty good last week, and this is a Ravens secondary that's, let's just say it how it is, dog shit. So, yeah, I think him. You have Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison. Add T.J. Hawkinson to that and Aaron Jones. I think that core of guys can get it done. But, yeah.
This is the first time as well the Ravens practice sheet was clean of injuries all year. First time they had a clean sweep where they're coming in at least to practice with no injury designations. So this, to me, the Ravens are back in full health. They have a full bill, or at least of players that are not out for the season. So give me the Ravens in this one. They're back to a little bit of a full strength.
Well, we'll see what happens. But next, there's not much to talk about here. Saints, Panthers, and Carolina.
Give me the Saints in that game.
Yeah, I figured. I'm taking the Panthers. They're on a
You take
roll.
the Panthers?
5-4 on a roll. They're gonna keep it going.
I genuinely think the Saints win this game.
They aren't. Tyler Shott's terrible.
I genuinely think the Saints win this game.
All right.
This is a game Carolina loses. 5.5 spread, not a touchdown favorite. Okay, that's a little scary. On the road too. Give me the Saints in this one. That's my big upset pick. Give me the Saints.
All right. Well, that concludes the 1:00 games. We got another divisional game up next with the Cardinals going to Seattle to play the Seahawks.
Give me the Seahawks in this game. I'm tempted on the fence to pick the Cardinals in this game. I think this could be the game that's the big upset of the week right here. 6.5 point favorite for the Seahawks at Lumen. 12th man going to be there, but the Cardinals with Jacoby Brissett is a much better football team than Kyler Murray, which is funny to say, but they are a much better offense with him dishing. I mean, look at the teams he's taken to the brink. He almost beat the Colts. He beat the Cowboys pretty handily. Every time he's come in, at least, the Cardinals have been a much better statistical offense. I could pull up the exact numbers, but that is the case. And the Seahawks to come out like they did against the Commanders, I don't think anybody's going to see that happening again.
No.
So I think it's slowed down. I'm still going to take the Seahawks. I think the run game is going to help them a lot this one. I think the run game is going to boost them. But give me the Seahawks. Give me the Cardinals to cover.
Okay. Yeah, I probably agree with that. I can see the Cardinals pulling this out. I like that defense and how that offense moves. To me, this game could honestly go either way. If they're putting Sam Darnold through the ringer, then I think he's not going to play well, and it's going to be a long day for them. But yeah, I think if the Seahawks can establish a good run game and then play action off of that, then it's not going to be close for the Cardinals. So yeah, I really don't know. But we'll move on. Not much to talk about on this one. There's a reason there's 7.5 favorites on the road. That's the Lions versus the Commanders.
Yeah, no Jaden Daniels. Although prayers up to Jaden Daniels, the injury looked not as serious as at first. They needed no surgery for him. Which watching that live, oh my god! So can't believe there's no surgery. But yeah, good that it's better bill of health. But yeah, Marcus Mariota, I don't think it's going to lead against the Lions on the road. Lions are going to continue their push for the NFC North. Give me the Lions. Give me the Lions to cover.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I was going to say. So let's move right on. Rams Niners.
No. I picked the Rams to win the NFC West. And I think for that to happen, this is the game they need to win. So I'm going to take the Rams. They're going to get the revenge in Santa Clara. They lost the reverse game. Remember that was a 9.5 point favorites. The Rams were. Mac Jones' first start coming in, absolutely dealt. And that was off the backs of Christian McCaffrey as well. I think they're going to put a little more eyes on Christian. Kendrick Bourne, I think that was the game. Kendrick Bourne had a really big game as well.
Yeah.
They need to do better on those fronts. I think they will. Give me the Rams revenge in Santa Clara.
Yeah, I think at some point the Niners injuries are going to catch up to them. I've been on the record saying I think they're just kind of merchants of their schedule this season with their record, and that they're really not this good. So yeah, I think the Rams are, and they want some revenge. Yeah, like you said, what happened to them at their home game against the Niners. So I don't think this is going to be close. I think the Rams come out and dominate. A lot of people are saying this is the best team in the league, so I think they want to prove that as well. So yeah, I'm going to take the Rams to cover as well. But we have Sunday Night Football to talk about. This game is in LA though. Not for the Rams though, it's for the Chargers because they're going to host the Steelers. Aaron Rodgers under the big stage. Once again.
I'm going to take the Steelers in this game.
Okay.
That could be a little bit of a surprising answer, but I am going to take the Steelers. I think LA is going to be dirty towels flying everywhere. Yeah. Steelers fans travel really well. I have a friend who sits next to me in class. We're talking about Athens, Athens. He's flying to LA for the game. I mean, he's flying to LA. He's a Steelers fan to go root the Steelers. I mean, that's the farthest you could basically go. And he's going to root for them. and I think it's going to be a lot of Steelers fans there. And honestly, if I'm a big, just like Juju kind of guy, not like Juju Smith, but like, feeling. I can see those Steelers because it's the first half of the season, those kind of start in second half, still kind of that matriculation. I can see them being 6-3 more than I see the Chargers being 7-3. So I'm gonna take the Steelers to win this one.
I like the
Give me
Chargers.
give me Jalen Warren 100 yards on the ground.
Yeah, they need to clean up that run defense, but I think
Mhm.
when you look at the Steelers defense, it's not great against the pass. Justin Herbert's really good at throwing the ball. He's got guys that can catch the ball. They've been getting Ladd McConkey involved more. They made it very clear with the injuries to their running backs that they want to start be a more pass-first team. And they've been doing it. They had a close one against the Titans. Joe Alt's injury does scare me. I want to see what kind of game plan they have for Justin Herbert in terms of getting the ball out fast and not having him be in the pocket too much. Because, if you let that Steelers D-line create pressure, they're going to get there eventually. So I think the Chargers can handle this at home, though. I think they're going to do a lot with Ladd McConkey in the short game. He's a great yards after catch guy. So I think you're going to see a lot of him that game. And, I think ultimately, you just look at the Steelers DBs, and they're all over the age of 30. So you got a young guy in there. He's going to dust all of them at some point, right? And even if they do want to go back to the football, they got that fullback that they could just get out in space and throw some guys on the ground. So they've clearly been efficient at running the ball since they've lost their guys. But, I think the Steelers are a more well-rounded team. I don't think it's going to be a great night for Aaron Rodgers. I think that Chargers defense is going to not have them in hell per se, but, they're going to be on top of it, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So, I think I'm going to have to go with the Chargers in this one.
Dang. Okay. All right. I'll take the Steelers. Give me the dirty towels. Be flying. So
there you go. We have a lot. We got time if there's something else you want to talk about.
Yeah. I got something to talk about. All right. We look at each division, Baron. You have the Patriots on top of the AFC East. We're gonna do the NFC as well, but let's start with the AFC.
Right.
Patriots on top of the AFC East. Steelers on top of the AFC North. Colts on top of the AFC South, and Denver on top of the AFC West. Baron, do you see any of these teams falling out of their first place spot at the end of the season? And if so, what team do you have taking over?
I don't think Denver's going to finish atop of the West. I think these close games and these fourth quarter comebacks are going to come bite them in the ass at some point. I'm just not impressed when you beat the Raiders by 3 at home. So but that's the confusing thing is I just don't like the Chiefs are 2 games back, 2.5, I guess, technically, since they're on bye this week. But I really just, I don't know. I think the Chargers maybe, but if they lose this week, then it's in a tougher spot. So, as much as I really don't believe in them, I don't think Pittsburgh is gonna fall out of first place. I think their lead's pretty insurmountable. Again, we'll see. Me personally, I don't even think the Ravens are gonna win this week, so I think they're gonna drop to 3-6. And if the Steelers do, then they're 6-3. That's even harder to come back from if you're the Ravens. I think that if any team drops, it's going to be New England and Buffalo are probably going to switch. We still have to wait to watch them play later in the season. Who knows? New England might win that game and take the insurmountable lead. But, they both have 2 losses, 1 bad loss, 1 good loss each. So it's kind of just who can thug it out the longest, I guess.
Yeah, I see. I have the Bills taking over the AFC East as well. I just think they're the most built team to continue that push. I think the Pats, especially at Drake May at quarterback, Drake May's playing near MVP level, but I think at some point the youth is going to hit him a little bit, and they're going to hit a little bit of a rut. They may not have the best offensive play. I got the Bills taking over that. I can see the Ravens taking over against the Steelers. We talk about the Ravens. You have them losing. I have them winning this week. I actually have the Steelers winning this week as well. You have the Steelers losing and the Ravens losing, so that's kind of funny. But I like the Ravens in both games against. They still have both their games against the Steelers, and the Steelers have to play a couple hard games. I think at Chicago is still a very tough game. They could lose the game in LA. I have them winning, but they could lose that game. At Baltimore is a tough game. At Detroit is a tough game. At at Cleveland, I think can be even a tough game. I think that because if the defense is still playing at their level, that's a tough game, and because it's a division game as well as the Ravens is another tough game. I think they still have a lot of tough games to go. Um, I did mention Buffalo. I think if not, they still have Buffalo on their cards. This is a tough game, tough stretch for the Steelers to go through. Um, I also am scared for the Denver Broncos, but I actually think the Denver Broncos could hold it. I got the Patriots flipping, and I do have the Steelers flipping as well. Those two teams.
Yeah, I mean, the Steelers, or not Steelers, the Patriots and Buffalo could easily flip this week too. Buffalo playing the
Mm-hmm.
Dolphins, so they're almost guaranteed to win that, barring anything crazy happens. And New England,
Yes.
like I said, I don't even think they win against the Buccaneers, so they'll swap places if those results happen. Yeah, that's about it.
Now, the NFC. We have Philly on top of the NFC East. We have
They're-
Green Bay on top of a very rowdy NFC North. Tampa Bay on top of the NFC South, and another rowdy division, NFC West. We have the Seahawks on top of that one. Baron, I personally think we'll agree on this, so let's just eliminate it. I think we both have the Eagles and the Bucks winning those divisions.
Mhm.
Those divisions, they have pretty good leads, and honestly, they are kind of the only solid rock football teams on those divisions. So I think we'll both have those. Um, unless you have a thing to say about that, I'll just move on to the NFC North and the West. Packers, Seahawks. Those two teams are either one of those finishing top or both. Neither finishing up top. What do you have?
Neither. I think the Rams are going to jump
Ooh.
the Seahawks at some point. I just think they're a better football team. I think Sam Darnold's proven that he's good, but I still think that defense isn't the greatest at moments. And I mean, I just don't think their run game's consistent enough to be dominant as well. So I do think the Rams are a better all-around team. If Matthew Stafford keeps playing like this, I think they will jump. And like I've been saying it all season, I don't think the Packers are all that. Their offense is still, eh. It's
Wishy
just
washy, yeah.
yeah, it just doesn't. It's fine. It just doesn't go above and beyond like it should, or that everyone says it should. Defense is fine as well. I think it could play better at times for how much they went out to get Micah Parsons, but I think Detroit could easily retake that division as well. And if the Bears are legit, they're also in position to contend for that division. So we'll
Yeah,
see what happens.
yeah.
I also would like to throw a shout to the Carolina Panthers. I don't think it's possible, but they're playing pretty good football right now,
They
at
are
least
playing good football.
winning football. So
That's all you need, really. I mean, it doesn't matter
exactly.
how you play. I mean, we criticize the Broncos, but
Hmm.
they're on top of they
Yeah,
are now on
exactly.
top of the AFC. So we talk
Exactly.
about winning football. They win the games. I mean, if you're a fan, you can get a heart attack every time, but as
Hmm.
long as you win the games, that's all you need.
Well, as long as it's sustainable as well, but because
Yeah, as long as you win the
yeah,
plural. So
and that's what the Panthers have been doing. They've been finding ways to win. We've been talking about the Buccaneers injuries starting to stack up over time and get catch up to them. So maybe we could see that later in the season. I wouldn't. It wouldn't be ridiculous to say that. So, but I do think the Buccaneers are gonna hold on to it.
yeah, I think the Bucks will hold on. Personally, I have the Rams from the NFC West. We talked about earlier in the episode. I have the Rams taking that over. In the North, I'm going to go risky here. I'm going to take the Packers to win the North. Um, I like their defense, especially to hold on to that lead. And I think when their defense kind of builds their momentum and Micah Parsons plays on the level, I mean, they have one of the best pass rushes in the league, and their defense can do what they need to. Meanwhile, on the offensive side, there's games where the offense looks like, hey, Jordan loves the guy, and hey, what's happening over here,
Yeah.
And that's a scary part. But I like, to me, I think they have a couple gimme games left that's like, hey, this is one. Personally, they have not played the Vikings yet, but I think the Vikings at home is a game that's like, hey, we should win that game. I think a game
Same.
like the Giants, that's a game they should win.
Hmm.
They do have some tough ones. Ravens at home, which should be tough. Bears twice, that can be tough. Broncos on the road is a tough game. But I like them, and I'm worried about the Bears. I'm worried about rookie head coach, sophomore quarterback. kind of newer pieces in there, and how much can they really sustain this momentum? And the Lions are worried about that defense. I'm worried about that defense and how much they can hold it down, because their defense to me is like the Packers' offense. It feels spotty. So I'm going to take the Packers in this one, but it's close, man. It's close.
Definitely, but yeah, I think the Lions get it done.
Now, should we move on to our schedule segment?
Yep, go for it.
Do you want to do the honors, or should I do the honors? Are you ever gonna do the honors one day?
No.
Got it. Oh! I can do it because I go to this school. It is time for Dog of the Day, brought to you by no one. Bear Run. Scoreboard. You remember your amount of points?
No, I just know I'm winning.
I know you're winning. I think is it 8.5?
Something like
8
that.
Flat, 8.5.
Yeah.
And I think I have 6 flat. I think you have 8. You have 8.5 from the Patriots Bills.
Yeah.
And I have a 3.5 and a 2.5. I think.
Mm-hmm.
No, I have a 3.5 and a 3 flat.
All right.
So I think it's no. I'll just I think whatever. 8.5 to 6. That's what we'll say. I'll check up on that. Make sure it's good.
All right.
Baron, I am unfortunately down in the dumps.
Yep.
So that means I need to find myself a little bit of a dog. Now, the dog that I picked to win, I think the Giants could be a good one that you might pick.
Mm-hmm.
There's the Pats. I was thinking about taking the Pats. I might take the Pats, you know. It's scary. It's scary hours out here. Wow.
Yeah. You can take the Steelers.
I could take the Steelers, but that's the same 2.5, and I like the Pats more than I like the Steelers, to be honest.
It's true.
You know what? I'm gonna go a little bit of a bigger dog, and I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with the Giants Bears because I just feel like that's a trap game. I'm gonna take the 4.5. I think that's a little more points if I just hit. Gets me a little boost. And I'm gonna take that. Give me the Giants over the Bears. Make some noise. And Chicago, that's a game they would lose, baby. Give me that. Give me the Giants.
All right. Cool. That makes this easier. What's going to be the same? Because I'm taking the Vikings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, Brian Flores, I think he's going to figure it out. He's got something for Lamar Jackson. Guys like that just don't go into those games unprepared. They have one of the better defenses in the league, whereas the Ravens don't. Probably one of the worst. And I think J.J. McCarthy will keep it rolling.
J.J. McCarthy, what's he do? 2 touchdown passes, 3 touchdown passes. Doesn't have to win. What big prediction?
He's definitely got to play better than last week, but I think he can.
He played decent last week. I think he had 2 touchdown passes. Did he not? 2 or 3?
I think it was a pass and a rush.
No, he had 2 throwing. He had 1 to Justin Jefferson and 1 to T.J. Hawkinson.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I can play that.
But I think it was like 130-something yards. So maybe you want to see more production for that side of the ball.
143 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception.
But I think he's gonna have a better throwing game because the Ravens secondary sucks.
He had 3 touchdowns, 2 in the air, 1 on the ground. But you know what he did? He won the football game.
That's right. And he's gonna do it again this week.
That's all you need for Dog of the Day. Anything else you want to add on, baby?
I'm good.
That'll be the episode. Nothing Agreed. Thank you all so much for listening. Who is y'all's Dog of the Day? Let us know down in the comments. And are any NFC, AFC divisional second, third, fourth teams going to ride to the top? Let us know. Thank you all so much for listening, and peace.